Hi everyone, I hope that you are having a great start to your week. Steve was actually over this weekend. He's actually a DJ and he had a wedding that was for a friend. He was the DJ, whatever, and it was pretty close to my place. And so he crashed here afterwards. The next morning we just watched the first season of How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix. We were watching and we realized that they were really pessimistic about like relationships and stuff, and we were like, oh my gosh, but this stuff really does happen, like we've seen these things happen. I thought I'd share some thoughts with you about what we talked about. So first of all, there was a character in the show whose husband is cheating on her, but she is also cheating on him, and therefore you would think that it's just sort of like even, you know? But no, she's mad and she's like, what the hell, you're sleeping with somebody else. If you're cheating on somebody and you find out they're cheating on you, just end it if it's a big deal, because seriously, if you're cheating too, you have no right to say anything. No right. Just no. You have lost your right to be upset. Lost it. Now this didn't happen in the show, but it did spawn this next thought. If you're in a relationship with someone and that relationship started with you as the other man or the other woman, and you knew at the time that your relationship began that they were with somebody else, then don't be that person that's like, well, yeah, they did it to them, but they wouldn't do that to me. Who the fuck are you? Like, seriously? Who the fuck are you? Because, like, I have known people in this exact situation, and then, like, a couple years later, that person cheats on them, and then they're like,
I didn't see it coming.
And I was like, really? You didn't see that coming? Not even a little? I'll never understand that. Not ever. By virtue of being okay with being the other person and then letting them come to you after that, you have pretty much implied your stance on adultery. And let me just give you a hint. You pretty much told them you're okay with it. Also, something that did happen in the show, somebody was like really mad about some experience that their significant other had, like prior to them being in the relationship with them. Yeah, that made sense. I've seen this in real life too, where people like find out that, you know, their significant other had like a relationship with some person that they don't like very much, or like someone from, like, they had a same-sex relationship before them, and they seem like freaked out by this, and I'm like, your significant other had a life before you. Like, if you can't let it go, then you just have issues. Like, just let it go. Additionally, there's always that like relationship where it starts and like they can't get away from one another, and you just know it's going to end badly because both of them were sort of like very independent people before that, and then all of a sudden it's just like they can't tell where one starts and the other one ends. You need to have some of your own friends, and you need to have some time for yourself sometimes. The most healthy relationships that I have ever known, they have like common friends, but then they also have some friends that they hang out by themselves, and like they're okay with living semi-separate lives. And if you can't do that, then that's probably not a healthy relationship. I don't know, that was just like a few things that came up. Is this all inclusive of things that I find wrong with relationships? No. But the reality is, I have found that most people, once they get into a relationship, they lose all sense of like logic and reasoning. Not everyone, but like a lot of people. Like the capacity to think logically about the relationship and love and whatnot. seems to just go away. I think that's like one of the main reasons that I avoid relationships altogether. Being someone who values reason and logic in all things in life, I don't want to turn into that person, nor do I want to be with a person who might turn into that. I'm okay with being single, which is probably a good thing. So yeah, those are some thoughts that came up because of watching How to Get Away with Murder. Steve and I talked about fucked up shit, but you know, whatever. What else are your friends good for than to talk about some fucked up shit? Anyway, I will see you next week. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to comment down below if you have some other things that annoy you about relationships. And I don't know why I sang that really badly or why I'm continuing to do it.